Hey, this is Cole Drennan, and this is my informative speech over music. By waking up and getting the day started, or going out and putting myself in a good feeling mood, it all starts with music. If you're like me, then there's not a day that goes by that you don't listen to music, or even if it isn't playing out loud, you'll be humming the music with the lyrics stuck in your head. Music is part of our everyday lives, and it's important for not only having those good feeling moments, but also for the health of the body. After 22 years of listening to music and 8 years of continually learning music, I've come across very credible facts and information. My focus for today is to spread knowledge about why music is so popular, what makes music feel so good, and how does music really affect the body. First, let's start with why music is so popular. Why is music so popular? First of all, not all people experience emotional rewards from music. Research that the Cell Biology Journal conducted describes a new condition called musical anhedonia, which is the inability to experience pleasure from music. However, most people in general deem music the most favorite thing. Also, after a handful of research, professionals concluded that music is the popular art form out of all the arts. With music being very popular, it is also more immediate and accessible than the majority of the arts, especially with advances in technology. Music is free and will always be there for us if we want it or if we don't, and that's what makes music such a popular art form. Even though music is popular, there are also studies that show that music makes people feel good in all cultures around the world, unlike how animals would think of music. Valerie Salimpour and Robert Zatorre, scientists that Virginia Hughes wrote about, conducted a research involving people and a radioactive tracer, which concluded that when people listen to their favorite song, their brains flooded with dopamine. So instantly, the data proves that music does give off that feeling to most human beings. However, it does not do that to animals. Animals don't get intense pleasure to music, Valerie Salimpour says. With these different studies on why music feels so good to the body and mind, scientists took it even further by discovering that people who hear music over and over, as we all do, develop patterns in the brain, and when new music comes along, it can be liked very much so that it can keep a person open to new music. New music is presumably rewarding not only because it fits implicitly learned patterns, but it deviates from those patterns however so slightly. The psychology professor of Dartmouth College, Talia Whitley, says. After all this new knowledge in music, the last question I would have is how does music affect the body? Reading through how music affects the body, 6 ways that most of our effect can bring well being into our lives, research shows that music can actually slow down and equalize brainwaves. The slower brainwaves that are happening inside the human head, in return, the more relaxed and peaceful we all feel, will be more so better for the well being. Another positive characteristic that would be that music can regulate stress related hormones as well as can boost productivity. A final thought from reading over how music affects the body is that by listening to music can strengthen memory and learning. Personally, I enjoy playing music without any lyrics with it while I study or for a big test, just to meditate. Just no lyrics whatsoever. In summary, today I informed you about why music is popular, what makes music feel so good, and how music affects the body. Now I'll leave you with a little taste of one of my favorite songs, Ooh La La by The Faces, and urge you to go listen to your own favorite song. But first, works cited was Adrian North, Why is Music So Popular article in the Conversation Journal. Also, Virginia Hughes, Why Does Music Feel So Good, in the article, Why Does Music Feel So Good? And with the journal she has a blog, Only Human blog with National Geographic. And Super Consciousness, The Voice for Human Potential, How Music Affects the Body. This is Ooh La La. Skip to the main part. Yeah. When I was stronger.